So just so you know, you now all have my email address. Okay, we need all. Louder. Okay, I can't do a drum. Hang on, here. There you go, there's your drum roll. So guys, welcome to the PSS. This is the Deal Finder, and I love this. Okay, Bon Jovi. Love it, Carl. Absolutely love it, man. So Bon Jovi, Deal Finder. You got me distracted, man. It's good, just running through my head. Okay, so as you see here, it works for HMOs and buy-to-let/flips. Okay, so HMOs, depending on what you're doing, you select your investment area based on how we teach you to do it, so that you make sure that the area works first, and then it'll help you find the deals in those areas, and it actually runs the numbers based on room rates and all of that good stuff. So to give you an example, for those of you interested in HMOs, you put in the postcode, that is the center point of where you're looking, plus the radius, which is half a mile, and then the room rates, which is an average room rate pulled in from spare room. Okay, so you can actually find HMOs very easily in the area using this method. Then buy-to-lets and flips, which is where you're going to be starting until you're comfortable before you move into HMOs, most of you. Okay, so buy-to-lets. To give you an example, I'm going to use an operational deal finder. Now, please understand the deal finder hasn't been updated since the 1st of October 2019. Because my brother's a lazy bastard, and he's also a mentee, and you know they've got 4 deals or 3 deals on the go, so he's taking a break. Okay, but essentially how it works, very simply, and I'll explain it very in as simpler form as I can. Okay, is what you do is you set your property criteria. Okay, all of this up here at the top is your property criteria. Unfortunately, you can't see my cursor, and I don't know why. Okay, and then underneath you set your areas. Okay, so FY1 through to FY8, super simple. And I know you guys can't see this very clearly. There you go. Should make it a bit easier. And then we set our criteria for a deal. Okay, so we say we want our money back in 5 years, there is a flip 20% return, we account for some of our costs, etc. Once we've done that, we hit save. Once you hit save, what that does is it pulls all the properties in from Rightmove and Zoopla. Okay, we've actually got a direct data feed that enables us to do this. So I'm just clicking so you guys can see an example. Okay, but it pulls all of those properties in. Okay, so this is a whole bunch of properties that are on Rightmove and Zoopla. There's 231 here, so I clicked on a different deal finder, okay, just because I wanted to show you. And then what you basically do is you say, okay, well, I want to select 100 properties to view and select add all. And then you scroll all the way to the bottom. You do the same thing for page number 2, add all. Okay, and then you do the same thing for page 3, etc. And then you'd hit continue. And then what it does is it adds all of those properties into your deal finder. Okay, now we're actually speeding up that process, but that's a little bit further down the line. Okay, and then what ends up happening is you get a short list. So it pulls all of those properties in. What it now does when it pulls those properties in is it runs valuations, so an automated valuation that says, right, this property in good condition is worth this, okay, and my deal criteria is this. So it uses that end value and the expected rent, and it reverse calculates based on your return requirements, okay, based on what you call a deal or based on what we agree is a deal, and then it tells you out of all of those properties, there were 1,964, and as you can see here, there is a lot less than that here. Okay, 154, 4, 0, 1, 7, 5. Okay, because the rest of them are all in here because they do not match the criteria for a deal. Basically, what this has just done is it's looked at 2,000 properties and it said out of the 2,000 properties here, there are roughly 160 that are worth you looking at. So instead of you doing this the old-fashioned way where you would have to manually look through 2,000 properties, okay, to be able to find these 154 to look at, the system's just done that for you. And then it gives you a lovely percentage. Now you guys see this percentage in green, right? That percentage basically tells you how likely it is to be a deal. Long and short of it, that is exactly what it means. Okay, the higher above 100%, the more likely it is to be a deal. Very, very simply put. What you then do, and this is where it starts to get interesting, is you move across. Okay, so you've got a filter button, so organize button up here. You click on that, and then it organizes them all into, sequence. Okay, so highest percentage to lowest percentage. Basically, the most likely to be a deal to the least likely to be a deal. Okay, come on, wakey. So believe it or not, we're overhauling this entire system right now as we speak. I'm hoping the guys aren't working on it right now because that would make it a little bit annoying. Okay, so you see here, 198%. So if I click on that, it opens up the property details. Just to give you guys a bit of an example. Okay, so asking price 115,000, expected end value 293,000, but it gives you a low confidence rating on that valuation. Therefore, you know you have to do a little bit more digging. Okay, Raymond James is actually selling a house through them at the minute. Rent tells you what the rent is, loan to value, etc., etc. Okay, so what you do is you take the top 20 and you move them across to the listed to view column. Now, I've already done this for this selection. The idea is just to show you how this works. Okay, and I'm going to open something. So you guys all know the refurbishment app, yes, that you guys were on earlier? Okay, 15, yeah, Tara knows. I said it's 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So, okay, so if I click on to view, obviously we have these properties here, but if I take one of these here, and let's just say I'm going to be viewing Bournemouth Street or Bournemouth Road. Okay, we have the details here. Then I scroll down, and now I'm booking my viewing. So I booked my viewing on Saturday the 13th at 9:15 a.m. I asked the agent what they think it's worth. It's on the, so I've got 146 here, and the agent says, look, it's worth 150. They tend to be a little punchy. Okay, and you're viewing with the estate agent. The estate agent's name is Barbara, and the door number is number 12, as an example. And then you'd hit save. Okay, when you do this, it then moves the property across from the viewing, from the listed to viewing confirmed. Okay, so we give it a second to do that. Now it's 12 Bournemouth Road. So on the refurbishment app, you see it's not here at the minute, but if I hit refresh, go to view, 12 Bournemouth Road, right here. So then when you turn up at the house, sorry, let me do that so you can see it. Then when you turn up at the house, you would open up your refurb app and the information on the app is available right here. At this point, you'd be going through the outside areas, ticking everything that needs doing, the inside areas, ticking everything that needs doing, and the extras, everything that needs doing. We're going to go through that in a bit. But for the exercise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this property needs a £15,000 refurb. Plus VAT takes us to 18,000 and I hit save. Just as an example. Now, the property that is in viewing confirmed, okay, when I hit refresh, because I viewed the property, automatically the property now moves into viewed, okay, which you'll see when it loads. Okay, so you see the property in here, 12 Bournemouth Road. Now the system is going to tell me what to offer because it's going to account for the refurbishment cost. So the system here says I can offer a maximum of 99,550 on this property based on the refurbishment cost of £18,000. Okay, here's all the property details. Now the benefit is the asking price is only £90,000. What do you think that tells me, guys? What do you think that means? Okay, I can offer higher than asking price and it works. It's a deal. Okay, it's a deal. Are you starting to see how this technology works? It's insane. Now let me ask, for those of you that are already investing in property, is this or is this not significantly faster and easier than anything you've ever seen or done before? That's an important question. It's insane. This is why I say we're bringing property into the 21st century. And then when you get the offer accepted, you move it across to offer accepted. As soon as you make the offer, so I'll do the last little bit just so you guys can see the end of the process. Okay, once it loads. So we're offering on this one, let's just say we offer 87,000 and we get the deal agreed. So we hit 87,000, it now moves across to offered. Okay, because we've offered on it. So wait for it to update. Okay, sweet. And now, because we got it through at 87,000, we move it across to offer accepted. Now, the beauty about this, okay, is this is a flip. It tells you here, it signifies it's a flip. And based on that, if we get the offer accepted at that, there is a flip profit of 40,400. Okay. Your return required is 20%. The actual return isn't working today for some reason. Okay. Just not showing up. But is that not an outstanding deal? So DUV on this is 152,000. And it's got high confidence as well, which means it's very likely to be on the money. In all likelihood, this property probably needs a greater refurb than this. Now, because this hasn't been updated for a while, this one's probably no longer on the market, but it might be. We'll see. Let's see how lucky we are. Yeah, it's been taken off the market. It was last updated in October, so fair enough. Okay. Is that not cool, guys? Now, that for me, that's what this is all about. So when we say we're a technology company, this is what we're talking about, okay? How often does this get updated? As soon as you click update, you update it every day if you want, as soon as you click update. And we're doing a new data release, so part of what we're doing on the newest works now, which is what I'd explained previously, it basically, we're updating the entire feed to the entire thing. So the property feeds updates every 4 hours.